if you've got any sort of these little machines, mini skid, mini excavator, anything, you're gonna need to load it on a trailer at some point. So I hate loading mini excavators. I had one for a while and I find it really uncomfortable. So if you have a mini excavator and you're loaded on a trailer, I used to have an equipment trailer with a flip down ramps, but now I choose to have a trailer where I pull the ramps out. Because to me, it's easier. Some of my machines are pretty narrow. So make sure you get your tracks lined up. See, slight miscalculations mean that you're going to miss the ramps potentially. So I like to idle it down, and then you don't have to worry so much about jerky movements. Annoy your neighbors with that loud screech. Make sure you're lined up. And you got two ways to do this. One of them, make sure your boom and your bucket are out in front of you. The other one, which is probably safer, is you want to come back here and put your boom and bucket behind you so that you don't worry about tipping over. But the catch is, now your controls are reversed. See, my dozer blade is going that way, which means I go forward, which is backwards. So, lift up your bucket and start driving onto the ramps. When you do that, it feels horribly uncomfortable. You can also lift yourself up a little bit, drag your bucket, and you could do this method of getting on, but you're dragging your bucket on the ground. Once you're more comfortable with the machine, you can do the boom in front of you method, or see, I'm already on the trailer, so I can just level myself out and it feels nice and comfy. And I could go like this and drag my bucket. Now my machine is on the trailer. So now I can lift my bucket back up. That is the safest feeling approach. The least safe feeling is to have the boom way out in front of you and use it as a counterbalance. Now, if it's too steep, you could, in theory, flip it. Now, when I put a machine on a trailer, I usually have two machines. So I want to get really close to the side. But a machine like this, it's special. I make it narrow. But I still put it right by the side. So then you ask yourself a question, especially with more than one machine. Well, where do I place it? So the majority of the weight is supposed to go over the axles and maybe a little bit in front of the axles. You never want a trailer with too much weight in the rear. It's going to wag, right? So what I have is I have a way safe hitch. And that lets me know what my tongue weight is. And it's all about tongue weight. You want to make sure you have enough. So take a look at this. So I have this app. There's my vehicle, O2E450 Ambulance, way safe hitch. It's my 10,000 pound equipment trailer. So I probably have about 1,000 pounds inside. Now my cargo, the V1000 is 3,500 pounds. This machine's about 3,000 pounds. Plus I've got maybe another 300 in attachments. So we're gonna say 6,800. It's pretty heavy for this trailer, not the ambulance. So this tells me that I need to be between 680 and 1,020 pounds of tongue weight. So here's what we got. So here's what we have. We're sitting at not a lot of weight. We're too low. We're about 600 pounds, which it says the allowable is 700 to 1,050. This means the machine is too far back. So see where I'm placed? Over the axles, a little bit in the front, the arms out front, but it's not enough. So I'm gonna slide it forward just a little bit and we're gonna watch that weigh safe hitch and see where it's at. So I've got it moved up just a little bit. And what that does, look how it moved the tongue weight. I'm about 800 pounds. About 800 pounds now. So I'm gonna call that good because I still have my V1000 mini skid to load on this trailer. And then we'll start measuring again. So if you're gonna put an attachment that's kind of tippy onto a pallet to move it onto your trailer, strap it down. Oh, I don't even know if I can lift this. Yep, I can. Not happily. Well, that broke, by the way. Now I'm gonna strap it. So now it's on the pallet. Let's get the pallet on the trailer. No, no, no. This is not fun. No. So I'm trying not to hurt this yellow mini excavator because it's not mine. This was on loan to me from GSA Equipment out of Ohio. And GSA, they're a dealer and they sell high tops, Durettes, Ripa, V-Mang. They sell the Daihatsu mini trucks, the K trucks from Japan. They sell all kinds of stuff. And they've let me borrow this machine to make some content with, so I don't have to keep buying my own equipment. So every few months, they send me a few new machines. And anyway, the time is over with this one. And I'm bringing it back home so I can get it loaded up with the other high top HT22 that I have. And I'm going to bring the K truck home next week. And I'm going to send all three of those back. And they're going to send me a new load. Actually, 3 mini skids and the biggest mini excavator I've ever had, they're sending to me. So I got to keep this one nice because I don't own it. So tongue weight. We're looking too heavy. I gotta back it off. I'm sitting at about 1,200 pounds of tongue weight. So you can see why tongue weight's so important, because I thought I was good, but now I was a little bit heavy. So let's try this again. Move it back just a little bit. That's about as far as we can go with a pallet because the fender's right there. There we go. That's where we want to be. So now we're looking like where we want to be. So it's time to strap everything down. Heavy sigh. Heavy, heavy sigh. You know, I think I'm going to bring my radio controlled lawnmower home too. So as a refresher, there's where we are on our tongue weight, right? Just under 1,000. So when I put a 350 pound mower at the front of the trailer, will I add 350 pounds of tongue weight? Let's take a look. Oh my word, this mower's so cool. So the battery's getting low, so you know how I charge it? The battery's charging now. Let's take a look at the tongue weight. Before you all start talking trash about chains and binders, chains and binders, chains and binders, this is not a big heavy duty piece of equipment. These are little baby ones. So see this? These little straps, can you read that? 1,736 pounds and a 5,208 pound brake strength. I bought these on Amazon. So think about it. This machine's 3,500 pounds. You have four 1,700 pound straps with 5,000 pound brake strength. So 20,000 pound brake strength all the way around. Yeah. I strapped down my side-by-side with these. Everyone straps side-by-sides with straps. Nobody uses chains and binders on the side-by-side. So I'm not gonna scratch my machines all up either. But you gotta come in on each corner. So on the back, there will be 4 because there's 2 machines. I do a gentle strap at first, cinch it up, then I do the front, and that's when I start to really crank it down. So on these excavators underneath, there's an opening, and you can just hook the strap into that opening and then bring it back. But you want to do it on both sides. Now we got another 4 straps for the front. Whoo! Isn't this fun? Every machine will have a specific strap point. On that V1000, it's on the arms. So So it's easy to get to. I usually like to come off on the dozer blade, because we're going to strap our bucket down too. So this one gets complicated because I've got a Harley rake in the way. I'm going to have to run my strap over top of the Harley rake. Unless I can go through it. I might be able to go through it. The machines are easy. So now we're finished, right? Everything's strapped down. Got my storage bins closed. Nope. Now I got loose ends. Believe it or not, straps flapping wildly on the freeway tend to damage paint and all kinds of things. Now my wife just got married 3 days ago, so wife sounds strange to me still. So my wife, she's got this awesome way of tying up loose ends on straps, and it looks amazing. See, always double check your straps before you tie off. So she's got this way to do these, and it's just awesome. She saw it on TikTok or something, and now she's the strap master. I just tie them to something. I don't really care. It doesn't have to look beautiful. It just has to work. So I'll just put it up here, and yeah, I'll just tie it off to this, put a little knot in it, and it's really easy to undo once I get home. And it won't come undone. Always check your lights before you roll out. Lights are good. And now we're ready to roll. So thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned something. Maybe you can teach me something. I don't know, because I'm no expert. I'm no professional. I'm just a guy with way too many really cool little toys. So please like and subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. If you don't like this kind of stuff, please don't subscribe. I got a lot more videos coming, a lot more machines, and a lot more stuff. I appreciate every single one of you guys for sticking around and supporting my channel throughout the years. Besides that, have yourself a great night. Enjoy your time in the trees. And I'm gonna have my fun little 3.5 hour drive to go see my new wife.